Russia intensifies attacks in Liman direction, artillery and infantry advance. Rapidly, the Russian military's increased activity in the Liman region shows its ambition to gain strategic advantages in key areas on the Ukrainian battlefield. On January 12th, Russian media reported that Russian forces had increased pressure in the Liman direction, causing concern for the Ukrainian side. According to Ukrainian sources, the Russian army is expanding the bridgehead on the west bank of the Zherebets River and moving closer to the city of Liman. Although the situation here is still difficult, Ukrainian sources confirm that it has not yet reached a critical situation. Russian artillery has increased its attacks on the Kolodezi settlement, putting strong pressure on Ukrainian defensive positions. At the same time, Russian troops have also increased their activities from the Ivanovka direction, creating additional tactical pressure. The increase in Russian military activity in Liman comes amid an overall increase in activity across the entire front, especially in the Pokrovskoye and Kurakovskoye directions. According to analysts, this is a strategic effort to consolidate positions and achieve important successes on the battlefield. Russia uses suicide drone to destroy Ukrainian Bradley fighting vehicle. A Russian suicide drone destroyed a U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicle used by Ukrainian forces in the Kursk region. The Russian Defense Ministry released a video of the attack on January 10th, in which the drone flew down at low speed, hitting a Bradley parked on the side of the road. The vehicle was hit in the front part, which had no protective net, causing the system to stop working. However, there was no information about casualties among the Ukrainian crew. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, the drones are controlled by physical fiber optic cables rather than by remote control in order to avoid Ukrainian electronic warfare measures. The drones have been used frequently in Kursk, where Ukraine relies heavily on electronic warfare technology to block remote-controlled devices. Over the past year, Ukraine has launched several attacks on the Kursk region, but most of them were repelled by Russia. Most recently, Kiev has continued to expand its efforts in the region, but has failed. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, since August last year, the Ukrainian army has lost nearly 300 tanks in Kursk. Russian President Vladimir Putin called Ukraine's attacks on Kursk a reckless adventure aimed at distracting attention from other strategic areas. He asserted that these efforts have not achieved significant results, and that the Ukrainian army will eventually be completely repelled. Russia's all-out war on the Ukrainian front, Russia's increased military activity in Liman and other areas reflects an overall strategy to consolidate its position across the entire front. The combined action of infantry, artillery, and unmanned vehicles has helped Russia exert greater pressure on Ukraine. Analysts say recent developments signal a longer and more complex war. Both sides are focusing their efforts on strategic areas, making the situation there the focal point of the conflict.